What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're drawing the upgraded Titan TV man from Skibidi Toilet. For today's lesson we'll need some paper and a pencil. I'll be drawing with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Now if you want to try this out, I'll leave the details with link in the description below. Let's begin today's drawing by adding some guidelines to help with the balance and symmetry of our character. We're going to start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. Let's start from the very top in the middle. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Now let's go to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now from here we can draw the head along the top half of our page. Let's start with a rectangle. We'll start all the way over on the left side, right about here. Sketch a line going up towards the top. Now I want to measure that same distance from the center over towards the right and do the same thing. Now I want to create a rectangle for the head. So starting over on the left, right about here, sketch a line going all the way across. Let's add two smaller screens along the side. From the top left, step down, sketch a line going out. Now I just want to extend this all the way across towards the right side. And then from the bottom, we're going to step up, draw another line going out, and then across towards the right. From the left side, let's step out, draw a line coming down the side. And then we'll take that same distance over towards the right. Now I want to add those spikes across the top of the head. So on the left side, we're going to step in, draw a straight angled line going up and out, and then we'll line it up on the right. From the top, let's angle this down and in. Now I want to trace this back along the inside, drawing a straight line coming out, follow that angled line coming down towards the bottom. Now I want to layer two more going up towards the top. So we're going to step in, draw a straight line going up and out. Angle this down and in. And then again, we're just going to trace out the inside coming in and all the way down towards the bottom. Let's do that one more time. Stepping over, just going over the tip on the end. Angle this down and in, and then again just tracing this back along the inside. Now I want to add those bars across the top. Starting in the center, draw two lines coming down side by side, close off the top. I'm going to add a few more bars going out towards the side. So we're going to step out, just going to angle this down and in, and line it up on the right. Flatten off the top and then trace this back down along the outside. Let's add another one. Stepping down, angling this out, flatten off the ends, and then pull that back down. Now we want to move down and draw on the side of the body. From that center line, let's move over towards the left. Just going to bend the body going out and then down towards the hip. Take that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing, coming down towards the same height. Close off the bottom with a curve. From the hips, draw a straight angled line coming down and out towards the bottom of the coat. And then we'll add another curve. Now in the center of this line, we'll draw two straight lines coming down the side. And we'll close off the top and bottom to create a rectangle. Let's move up and towards the center of the body and sketch out a circle. Let's draw a smaller circle in the center. Now from the corners of that rectangle, we're going to draw that same angled line coming down towards that bottom curve. Let's move down, add a curve going across in between the legs. Now we're going to leave a small gap in the center, go to the left side, bend the leg going out, and then down towards the left heel. Move over towards the right, go out and down towards the right heel. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the left heel, bend the foot, coming down and up towards the outside. Now I'm going to connect the outside to the inside with a half circle, going up towards the top of the foot, and then back down. From the bottom corner of the coat, let's step in, draw a straight angled line coming down on top of the feet. Now we're going to go back up to the top and draw on the arms, starting halfway down the side of the body, curve the arm going out and then down towards the wrist. Let's line this up on the right side. From the wrist, draw a small half circle for the thumb. And then we want to close off the end with a small bracket. Let's curl 3 fingers along the bottom. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, we're going to come down and up around that bracket. Now along the side, let's add the second finger, coming down and up. And then the third finger, we're going to go out, bend the arm going up and then in underneath the head. Let's do the exact same thing on the right. Start with that first finger, the second, and then the third, going all the way around. Now from the top of the thumb, let's add the cuff. We're going to go up and then bend that out. Now we're going to place 2 more monitors along the side of the arm. Let's start on the left, angle this up and out. Go up and in towards the head. Now I'm going to pull this down and in on top of the arm. Now on the back side of the left hand, we're going to add that blade. Let's start from the wrist. I'm just going to bend this across and then down towards the tip. Let's go to the outside of the hand, draw that same curve coming down about halfway to right about there. Draw a short angled line going out. And it's going to curve the blade coming down and in towards the bottom. Let's add a detail across the top, starting in the middle of the cuff. Bend this down, angle this up towards the top of the blade. Let's add a little bump detail on the top, going up, go across, and then back in. Now with our rough sketch in place, we're going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now we're going to go over our rough sketch and darken up our contours. We're also going to refine the shape and add some more detail as we go. So we're going to start with that center rectangle first. Just tracing out the outside perimeter. And then we'll trace those monitors along the side. Now with these hooks along the side of the head, we're going to give it a slight bend along the tip. So going across and then down. Then we're just going to layer each one in behind, moving towards the back. Just round at the top of each bar, working our way across towards the right. I want to add a thin frame along the sides and top. I'm just going to tuck that in toward the side of the main monitor. we'll trace out the center of the head along the inside. And I also want to add a thin bevel along the sides and the bottom. Just going to trace this out coming in. And then in the center, we're just going to add that face, starting with 2 circles, and then the curls along either side. Now we're going to move in towards the center of the body. We're just going to add those points coming in towards the center of that circle. So we're going to add 2 along the side coming down in an angle, and then 1 coming up across the bottom. And we'll trace that circle going in behind those points. Just going to add detail going around the outside, and then layering the jacket in behind. Now with the side of the body, we're just going to taper this up towards the shoulders. So I'm going to thicken up the line across the bottom. So add the belt across the hip. I'm just going to add in the collar. And I also want to add a strap going across the center of the arms with 2 curves. And we're just going to trace those monitors along the inside. Let's give the coat a slight bend going up from the hips. And then we'll bend that back up towards the top. I'm just going to add a thick sole on the bottom of the feet. So we're just going to take that same curve and just trace that across the top. Let's add the edge of the boot. And we're also going to add a strap going across the top of the leg with 2 curves. And now at this stage, we want to go back and just erase that sketch underneath, just to clean up our drawing before we add any shadows and tones. Now that we have a clean drawing, we'll go back in and start adding some various tones. Start by darkening up the straps across the arms and legs. Now with the monitors, we're going to add a curve across the bottom half for glare. Going across each monitor. And then we're just going to add a light shade across the top, letting that down towards that glare. And once we finish shading in our drawing, we'll be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a cartoon illustration of the upgraded Titan TV man from Skibidi Toilet. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And if you want more details on our art supplies I use, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.